is an evil thing. They're all hypocrites who want control, and they're happy to enrich themselves. Al Gore is the chief example of it.
Jessica, let me give you an opportunity. I laid out all the money America spends, American taxpayers pay, the tens and tens and tens of billions of dollars to all these international organizations promoting globalism, anti-capitalism, socialism. It's like the Green New Deal has nothing to do with anything green except for green socialism. The same with the World Economic Forum. Why are we paying a penny to these organizations? Why a penny to the World Health Organization? Why don't we let China have the UN? They can keep it. They can pay the $7 billion a year that we're paying.
Well, if these international organizations don't have U.S. influence, I'd say, generally speaking, more Western democratic influence, we know what's going to happen. China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, those are going to be the countries that are in charge of the world, not us. We're the leader of the free world. It's our responsibility to take part in these. I would never say that they are well managed.
You think that these organizations are having any positive impact, that the American people are benefiting from the billions of dollars that our government wastes on these globalist, socialist organizations?
First of all, I would add to the pile, if you're going to insist on calling them globalist socialist organizations, the fact that they're democratic organizations, and that's one of their core missions to promote. So let's look at NATO. What NATO is doing right now to support Ukraine is one of the most incredible things in modern history. Where would we be right now? Vladimir Putin would be in charge of Ukraine. The USSR would be being rebuilt if it weren't for NATO.
Who's paying more for NATO, the United States or Western European NATO countries? We are.
We are paying more. I would never. No, I said we are. But yeah, everyone knows that we are. First of all, we have more money than them to contribute. And I'm not saying that we can't reassess how much we do contribute to these organizations.
Tell that to the middle class and poor that are struggling.
Western Europe is a capitalist set of countries, too.
Barely. Sometimes.
Pete, why should we pay a dime?
They should then fund their own defense. We shouldn't pay a dime. We should not pay a dime. The UN is in the pocket of autocrats and the communist Chinese. The World Economic Forum, they're praising the Chinese model. The World Health Organization, as we saw during COVID, in the pocket of the communist Chinese. The longer we leave ourselves to be beholden to these international organizations, the weaker we become. We should leave them, make them irrelevant, and form our own freedom-loving organizations. Who's the head of the Human Rights Council right now at the UN? Is it North Korea or is it Iran? Because these are the types of countries that capture control and then they browbeat us as if we're the problem, when we fund them, and we're the ones that saved the world and created them in World War II, and we should be the leaders of the free world, but not as a part of these organizations.
All right. I got to thank you both.
Jessica, I think most people would disagree with you.
No, I don't think so. I think I vote for Pete.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But, Jessica, you're very brave. We appreciate you coming on.
All right, you take down NATO.
Thanks, NATO's a little different. I'm not talking about NATO. However, we ought not be paying the bulk of money.
NATO's a little different.
Europe needs to step up and protect themselves.
Alliance, but Europe does need to step up.
It was on your list. It was on your list, and I've got good things to say about the UN and the World Economic Forum.
We are overpaying for organizations, many of which hate us.
Save the day.
Sure.
When we come back, Alec Baldwin charged with involuntary manslaughter for the fatal shooting on the